Hello everyone, thank you so much for all the love from the first video, and as many of you have requested, now we're going to do a contouring video. So I've got my beautiful friend Teju.
Hello.
And my gorgeous friend Monica.
Hey.
At Teju's apartment, and we're going to have lots of fun today trying to contour for different face shapes. So we've got this beautiful square shaped face here and this gorgeous diamond shaped face here, and they're going to help me, they're just going to model, and we're going to have a great time. So if you guys like this look, please keep watching and like and subscribe if you want to know more. So, thanks. For today's look, I'm using the Cream Contour Palette Kit by Anastasia. So as you all probably know, contouring is to define your bone structure. And so Teju prefers a strong jawline. So since she has a square shape, I'm adding a little bit of an angle to her jaw and starting off with broad strokes over there. Next, we'll work on Teju's nose. She already has a pretty tiny nose, so all I need to do is define it a little bit and add a little bit of dimension. So the purpose of nose contouring is to make your nose sharper and thinner and have an uplift. So here I'm lining the outsides of her nose, as you can see, along with a little triangle at the bottom of her nose for that sharpness. Then I'm continuing, I'm giving her a little bit of a definition with her chin and then continuing on to the rest of the jaw. Next, we'll work on her cheekbones. On square shapes, it's often helpful to have a more angled and rounded cheekbone to define the cheekbone a little bit, and then I finish off at the top of the forehead for a complete look. Now we're going to work on Monica's diamond face shape. She already has a pretty strong jawline, so all I need to do is trace her jaw with a darker color and bring it forward. Next, I'm going to work on her nose. She already has a pretty sharp nose, so all I need to do is thin it out a little bit and define it a bit more. Monica already has pretty sharp cheekbones, so I don't need to do a lot here. I'm just drawing a straight line, and as you can see, looking at the angle, it comes from the top of the ear, and you bring it down all the way to the side of the bottom of your lip. And if you follow that angle and stop halfway through, that's perfect. I'm finishing up the rest of the jaw by bringing the color towards the neck to create a flat surface there. And this is perfect for people with double chins that want to eliminate that to create that sharp jawline. And here I'm just finishing off with the rest of her face. Now we're going to apply a lighter color in between the darker contoured areas, and this is, you can use a concealer. I'm using the lighter color in the Anastasia Cream Contour Kit, and I'm basically applying this in between the darker shades. The reason why we have this dark and light contrast is because the dark pushes those places of the face backwards when the light hits it, and the lighter colors make those areas of the face sort of lift up, and that's why you get this contour chiseled face, and that's why people contour. So I'm applying it at the bridge of the nose in a fan sort of shape above the forehead, a V shape underneath the eye, which is important because that will make you look more wide awake and it'll add a little bit of angle. And because Teju's face is a square shaped face, I'm applying underneath her bottom lip in a V shape to sort of create more of an angle. I'm doing the exact same thing here with Monica. I'm applying the lighter concealer color and I'm applying it right above the jawline. This is so that the jaw looks a little bit more defined and bigger. So you kind of, you put the darker color beneath the jaw to give it a clean cut, but you're putting a lighter color right above that for that contrast, and it's going to just make your jaw look even sharper. And here I'm following the exact same thing as a V shape underneath the eye, the fan shape at the forehead, just like Teju, so there's nothing different here. Lastly, I'm going to apply the concealer in between the bridge of Monica's nose and above her lip to elongate this section a bit. Here you can see both face shapes and the differentiation in the contouring techniques for both. Now we get to blend. Yay! So you know my motto, you can never blend too much. Feel free to go super crazy on this. Now I'm going to use the MAC Fix Plus Fluid Spray and finish off the face. This will really help complete the blending and allow the product to move around a little bit more to give it a more natural finish. Now it's time for Thayju's blending. Whenever blending, I really like blending the light color out first before I touch the darker color because I don't like them to mix too much except for when they overlap. So first I like to finish the lighter colors and then I dig into the darker colors and then I do overall blending with the cleaner part of the sponge. Now we're just going to quickly bake. I'm using the Nye's Luxury Powder and Cameo. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but I just like to use, wherever we use the light color, I like to set that area, and it's called baking, but all it basically does is it allows the product that you've applied to set in, and so what happens is your product doesn't crease over the course of the day. So if you apply the contour, for a party, it will still look good 3 hours later, and the makeup won't look cakey. You can use any translucent powder or setting powder. I just really like this one. And try the banana powder for darker skin tones. Lastly, I'm going to use the Tarte bronzing powder, and I'm just going to apply that to the darker areas of the face. And again, this is just going to help set the darker contours a little bit better. Just use any blush brush that you have or any bronzing brush that you have, anything that will take the color and help you pat it on to the darker areas that we applied. So as you can see, I'm applying it below the jawline, onto the cheeks, over the forehead, and I'm going to take a smaller brush to apply it to the sides of the nose to complete the look. And now all I'm going to do is take a clean sponge and I'm going to remove any excess powder that's sitting on the face. I'm spraying a little bit more of that Fix Plus on both of their faces just to give it a dewy look, but you don't have to do this step.